So guys, this is typically how I would clamp two boards together. Now this is canary wood, this is Goncalo Alves. I would typically have parallel clamps on the bottom so you can sit it down where they would be flush and flat. Then up top, I would have something to counteract the force to keep them flat. So if you just have them on the bottom, there's a chance the boards would bow. So you always want to have one on top also. Now typically, instead of the trigger clamps like this, I would use this. This is just a screw clamp, right? This happens to be a Jorgensen screw clamp because they were always stronger than the trigger clamps that I had. But then Klein sent me these new trigger clamps they've got, and I'm going to show you some of the features. They're perfect for doing this, and it's so much faster. I mean, to get them out, you just push a button and you're done. To get them back on, you get articulating heads here, you just put them right back on. Squeeze the clamp. 150 pounds of pressure, which is more than enough to secure a glue joint. Let me show you some of the clamps I've got and how these actually differ. Okay guys, Klein sent me these out to review. Just got them today. I want to take a look at them. They're perfect for in here in the wood shop. These are the Klein Tools wood clamps. They actually are the trigger clamps. If you can see here, one thing I really like about them is they have these articulating pads on the clamps themselves. It says 12-inch, but this was actually 19 1/4. But when you open it at the widest part, that's where it's exactly 12 inches. So you do get 12 inches of clamping here. These happen to be the 150-pound model. Now they make some that are 150 and some that are 300. I'll be showing you those in a little bit also. These are the 150 pounds. That's the ones where I was clamping those two boards together. Let me show you what I used to use, or I still have in the shop for this type, are these DeWalt. And also have the Irwin quick grips. So this is the Klein 6-inch. If you can see here, I've got the DeWalt and the Irwin, all three of them here. Let me show you why I think these are superior from these. One thing is, all of these, the heads do not, you can't make this a spreader because this is screwed on. You know, you may be able to do it, but it's going to take you a little work to get these flip around. On the Klein, you just push a button and pull it out. You turn it over this way, push the same button, and there it is. So now you've got a spreader. Now I have used them like this when I have cabinet boxes and one of the ends is bowed in. I'll put a spreader on it before I nail my rails and stiles on. So this is a great feature. I tell you, for a small clamp like this, you can't beat it. Okay, let's put these back. Simply just push this button, push it, it locks in. Now, how to operate these: you push this when it's tight. When you want to release it, you press this metal bar here and it pulls back. Now, like I said, these two you cannot turn the head. On this one does have these even the smaller ones you have like this, the 6-inch, you have these articulating pads. On the DeWalt, they're completely fixed. On the Irwin, they're completely fixed. You can see the difference in the bar here between how short this is, how thin this is compared to the I-beam construction on the Klein. Now the DeWalt looks like it's about the same type of bar as the Klein. But you can just see the difference. Look at the handle here. Now these are the same size clamp, right? Look how short this is and how small this is. That's the reason I always used these Jorgensens when I was clamping wood together. I just didn't feel comfortable using these little trigger clamps. But man, Klein has stepped up the game on trigger clamps. Look at the difference in the handle here. I mean, it's huge. This handle is beefy. You can feel it. I tell you, I am impressed with these Klein Tools clamps so far. Now, let me show you what else they have. Every clamp comes with this one of these. If you got a 2-pack, you get 2 of them. And what this is, if it's a circular, if it's got an oval, whatever it is, you can take the pad off of one side of this and click this in, and you'll have this on one side. So you can clamp irregular items. Now here is the larger. This is the 24-inch clamp. You can see, you can tell how stiff this bar is. This is a 300-pound weight or clamping force. And everything is just scaled up. The what I like about it, look at this, is the exact same clamp, just everything is scaled up larger. The grips are larger. This happens to be now a heavy ABS plastic versus the metal here, but it's the same type of jaws, same type of spreader, how you get it off, and the clamp itself. Just a very, very nice clamp. And I don't have one. The closest one I've got to that is this. This is the DeWalt. Supposedly 300-pound also. It's got fixed head here, of course. It does have a button here where you can pull it off and make it a spreader, put it on the other end. This larger ones are where they really start doing the spreader, where with the Klein, it comes even on the 6-inch version. Now let me show you the packages you can buy. So I've already opened some of these, but I'm going to show you the packages that you could buy. This comes in a 2-pack, and this is the 12-inch clamp with 150 pounds of force. This is a 6-inch clamp. It comes in a 2-pack also. It's got the same 150 pounds of clamping force. Now this one is a 6-inch version, but it is the 300 pounds, so it is a lot larger. You can tell by the I-beam here is larger. But this is only a 6-pound, but I'm glad they gave the option to step up in case you really need some clamping force there. Here is the same 12-inch. Now this comes in a 1-pack, just like the 6-inch does. 12-inch, 300 pounds clamping force, same thing, larger. Get this package. This package is 2 6-inch and 2 12-inch. They're all 150 pounds. As you can see, each one's got this irregular clamping attachment that comes with it. Exactly the same as the other ones. It just comes in a convenient 4-pack. Tell you what else they sent me that I really like are these. I'm a big fan of these. These are the Klein ProFlex impact drill and driver set. So there's 32 pieces in here. These are all impact rated, but it also comes with these drill bits, hex drill bits. Comes with a 5/16 and 3/8 inch nut driver, 3/8 socket adapter. All these 2-inch bits, and then these 1-inch bits up top and down here, and 1-inch bits in between these nut drivers. This is going to be an awesome little tool. This is the one that I need to click onto my new mod box, because this one will be going with me to the projects. Okay, so here's the side of my mod box. I got these sockets on here just because I wanted to keep something on this rail. Let's see if this new drill bits and drill driver will fit on here. Perfect. I want to thank Klein for thinking about the woodworker. That is awesome. I want to thank Klein for sending these out to review. I really like them. I tell you, I am so excited that Klein is looking after the woodworker now, and it just proves, you know what? American craftsmanship is all the trades, not just electricians, and I think Klein has waked up to that, because now we've got something for the woodworker, something for the mechanic, something for the electrician, general handyman. I tell you, Klein's stepping up their game. See you next week.